And so whether you have a physical womb or not, this is the center of the sacral chakra where our womb is. It's a center of tenderness, a tender archive, and it's where we have our unmet needs. We meet them. It's where old scars and wounds and heartbreaks, where deep wisdom reside. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Your womb is a library. Learn her language. Welcome to the Body Brew series. This is our second episode for 2026, and with me I have my all-time favorite, my number one favorite beverage. I'm finally going to reveal it to you. This is a special occasion because I don't normally have this particular beverage unless it's within ritual. And so you may have already guessed it, but it is a ceremonial grade cacao. Ceremonial grade in how it's prepared, in the intentions I weave into it, and for the process that I go through while I drink it. In this particular situation, it's for the purpose of letting you know what my all-time favorite drink is, but ordinarily I would do it within ritual. And let's be honest, this is the Body and Brew series. It kind of already is a ritual because I'm sitting here connecting with you lovely women or people, whoever are coming in to watch and tune in, and we get to chat casually back and forth through the comment section below. So it is a ritual in itself, a ritual of connection. And so yes, this is finally revealed after I think like 8 episodes now, and maybe we're up to the 8th episode. My favorite drink, finally. And then we're gonna go through the rotations of all my drinks as we go through the Body and Brew series, because this is exactly what the Body and Brew series is. You drink your brew, and we have a good time. We have deep chats. Find your comfy space, strap in, get comfortable, find your favorite brew, and let's get chatting about the wisdom of our wombs. So today I want to talk about how the womb changed my life, not just my work. Like, it did change my work, it changed my whole career path, learning more and more about the womb, connecting to the womb, but it did change my life. And for those of you who are listening to my Womanhood podcast, now that it's released as of the start of the year, I think it was like last week by the time you'll be watching this, you will know that that was a pivotal moment in my late 20s amidst just after my Saturn return. And there were a few other pivotal moments in my 20s, but that being one of them was when I connected to the womb through the womb Hara practitioner training that I did, as well as the 9 moons apprenticeship that followed after that for 9 months, 9 moons. And so this connection that I had with my womb, we all have connection to our womb, or at least our womb space if we don't have a womb anymore. It is what makes us women, is our womanhood. Right? The space that houses all the reproductive organs that make us a woman. And so we all already have a connection to it, whether we consciously are aware of it or not. But it wasn't until the womb Hara practitioner training that I became specifically, it's like I tapped into the unconscious wisdom of it on a conscious level. That's probably the best way I'd describe it. And so whether you have a physical womb or not, this is the center of the sacral chakra where our womb is. It's a center of tenderness, a tender archive. You know, I said it's like a library, and it's where we have our unmet needs. We meet them. It's where old scars and wounds and heartbreaks, where deep wisdom reside. And the reason it resides within this space, where all of our tenderness, our scars, our wounds, all our old heartbreaks come to this space, is because it is the center of nurturing and manifesting and creating. It is just such a deep wisdom, and we can even see that and how it plays out within the 4 phases of a reproductive cycle, a bleed cycle, as well as that of the moon and her 4 phases and the 1-month cycle that she goes through. Is that kind of that nurturing into embodiment, into manifestation, into action taking, back down into the rest, reflection, nurturing, and back up again. And so this really is a cyclical center where the sacral chakra and the womb are housed. It is the absolute feminine within all of us, whether you're a male and you have that center in your reproductive organs as a male, or whether you're a woman and you have that residing within you and your reproductive organs. We all have that sacral chakra just as much as we have that solar plexus and that masculine Hara center, the upper abdomen, the digestive system. And I do often speak to this because it's so ingrained within me now that I found womb Hara and womb wisdom within all those teachings and trainings, and even within Reiki trainings. You know, we learn that the body isn't just the physical body. We learn that it's multifaceted. There's many layers. There's the 4-body healing system, all 4 bodies coming together in unison. There's the energetic body, which encompasses the aura and the energetic field as well. And so it's never just one answer with a lot of the stuff I talk about. But when we're coming back to the womb and womb wisdom and all of what she can provide for us, I think if I could summarize it into just like one tiny little sentence, it would be that she is our homecoming, our remembrance of all that is unconscious. And this is exactly what I experienced on day one. Literally minutes into the womb hara training, I sat in the circle. My bleed arrived early. It arrived that day, 5 days early, which my cycle has always been quite regular, so that was unusual. And that was my bleed telling me, my body telling me, on not just on a physical level, but on all levels, a full body response, that this is the home. And for me, that was me coming home to my career, as well as coming home to my life, the way I'm going to live my life from now. And since then, because it's been 3 years since I did that training, since then, I can't live any other way. I can't unsee what I've seen. And so when we come into this nurturing, safe, creative, manifesting, powerful center as a woman, we can really use the strength of the softness within her to heal these untapped shadows, heal these untapped unconscious wounds, and bring them to the surface. And not only that, but also bring things from the shadow that aren't just the scars and the things we shame, but also expanding our awareness in terms of heightened awareness as well. So it can be positive things that we're expanding upon as well. It's taking things that are in the dark that we can't yet quite see, whether they're positive or not, whether they're neutral, whatever they are. But it's taking those things that we're missing and bringing them to light. And this is what this womb portal really has for us as women. Just as much as men can tap into their solar plexus in the portal of the hara as a man. And so the more you practice connection to your womb, the more you'll find that your life unifies and simplifies, and you come back to a remembrance, a deeper knowing of yourself. And I don't know why, but I just feel like this was the right timing to talk about womb wisdom. I do have a womb wisdom masterclass coming up and a womb wisdom mini course that's going to be coming up this year as well. And I really do feel that this work is going to be going deeper and wider and expanding this year, especially with the work I do with women. And so I think not only do I feel called to share it because of that, but it just feels like the right timing. And if you're here and this all resonates, do the work, connect to your womanhood, connect to your womb and all of her powerful wisdom, because she has so much to teach you. Just as much as connecting to the entire body, we have our whole reproductive system, and the womb is the portal to that, energetically speaking. So if this landed, you do you, find your path that's going to bring you home to yourself. And you gotta do it your way. I can't tell you the way. You gotta do it your way. But I just hope that this Body and Brew series, this particular episode, inspires you to find your path. Especially as we start the new year, may this inspire you and help you feel empowered to connect to your womanhood. And not only that, but connect to women. As you start to heal your womb, you will start to heal the sister wounds and the mother wounds, and that connection to the red thread starts to repair just as a consequence of that. A really nice consequence. And so may we, as a cheers to the year going forward, may we feel healed, homecoming as a woman singularly, and may we feel that connective web of red thread as women together collectively for the year to come. And I'll see you next week for the next episode of the Body and Brew series.